Hey buddy, it's Antonio, Westland Gardener. Happy May 24th. Today is Saturday. It's close to about maybe 10 o'clock in the morning. Going to do a quick walk through the yard here, show you what the status of everything is here in May. I'll start here with the persimmon tree, the Yamato persimmon. It's doing pretty well this year. Looks like lots of fruit, lots of buds there. Tons of fruit. Actually, I kind of missed the window for pruning those lower branches, which I'll likely do this year then, just to open up some space here and create a new planting area. Right behind that, we do have some comfrey that's looking quite amazing. Oh, just stepped over some weeds. All right, some comfrey. And I like to keep that there because it provides some good nourishment and nutrients to the persimmon. So I'm gonna chop those down, probably compost it, create some chop and drop. And here's all my junk. I feel like no matter how much work I do in the yard, I feel like there's always like a section, or to be honest, quite honest, a couple sections that are always falling behind in the area of junk and accumulation. But yeah, let's go ahead and start in this direction. Hellebores are all done blooming. Don't know why there's a red cup here. That's kind of odd. All right, but hellebores are done blooming. Cyclamen done blooming. Looks like the Steebly. I think it's called a Steebly. It's got some little buds there, so that's looking pretty good. The hydrangea. It's looking pretty good. That's going to be the green spire hydrangea. That one there. Next to that we have the peach tree, which needs to be thinned out. I don't recall if I sprayed this or not. But yeah. Okay. All right. Right underneath that do have an iris that we purchased at the Iris Society. I think it was Portlandia, or maybe not. Maybe it was, I don't know. Yeah, it might have been one of those plant sales. So that's a pretty cool one. I'll post the name of these that I don't recall. So if I don't recall the name, I'll post the name down below. But that's pretty neat. I should probably do a video on this one by itself. Let me see if I can get a better video of it. Okay, so that one's there, pretty cool. Probably need water in here a little bit. And I've got another iris there. The Coral Sunset Peony is in bloom. Looks like you can see the multiple stages of it. Pink, coral, and then it turns to an almost white. So that's pretty neat. Got another iris in front of that. Another iris in front of that. Yeah, so like I said, I'll post some videos or some comments down below, or some names down below of what I recall. Okay, that there, this here is I think a penstemon. Okay. I've got a little bit of a cough, so I might do little snips of audio as if I'm coughing. Got some persimmon some fig trees there that I probably do need to do a deep soak and definitely contemplate on the relocation, possibly. All right, I've got the zebra hydrangea back there. Looks like those are looking like they're going to be budding out soon, getting some flowers. Okay. Here is a allium. Okay, there's another iris there. Right behind that is another historic iris, and then a couple other irises over there. So really digging the irises. They've been pumping out a lot of color, which I mean, that was the intent really behind them, to plant so many last year, is that we wanted a splash of color this time of year. Another addition we did is we added some geums. There's a little geum there. There's another little geum there. And I think this is the totally tangerine or the koi. And this one here I think is like a coral something rather. Alright, the tree peonies are done blooming. Here's another iris. Got that chocolate persimmon back there, that one. Likely maybe taking that out. Maybe putting something else there in its place. So I've got too many persimmons. I've got the Saijo, chocolate, Emoto, and I've got a couple other ones in the back. And I think maybe I got a little carried away on the persimmons. Here is a short little iris. I think this is concertina. Gorgeous. Okay, another iris here. This one's got a bit of a splash of color there. Don't know the name. If I find the name, I'll post it down below. Another iris. Looks like there in the back there's some viburnum that actually came with the house, but it didn't do so hot, so we've been kind of letting it do its thing, see if it can come back. But I think it might be losing that battle, so might consider pulling it out maybe. Just up potted that, actually I should say down potted that maple, because we had it in a large pot and it wasn't doing very well. So this winter, early spring, took it out of that pot, put it in that pot, and it looks like it's loving it. So that was pretty cool. The plants that we had in this one last year didn't do so well. I mean, large portion of them were like annuals, but yeah, we're gonna rework that one. Okay, let's see some more irises. Now all the oriental poppies, they're all blooming. This one here, the camera might actually make it look a bit of a red color, but it's actually more of an orange color. I'll post the name of it. I think it's Allegro or something. I'll post the name of it down below. Then right behind that we have a Shuburtii Allium, and I love those Alliums because it's got such a huge blooms. It looks like a firework. It's like pow. I'm loving that. What would have been really cool with those is if they were taller. But yeah, nonetheless, they're still gorgeous. Look at that. It's like, I think I measured it one time, and I think from side to side, I think the bloom measured about 18 inches or something. But yeah, so that's the Shuburtii Allium. If I'm not pronouncing that correctly, feel free to comment below. Crepe myrtle, just woke up recently, no blooms yet. Another iris. I think this one might be the butterscotch or something. Don't remember the name, but I'll post it down below. Here's another iris. This one might be Dangerous Mood, possibly. Okay, right next to that is this wallflower, which I believe the name is something like mauve or something. Wallflower, gorgeous. Now, I love this plant because it's a heavy bloomer. Like, it starts blooming down below, and it's been blooming for quite some time actually. So when the rest of the yard there wasn't really in bloom yet, that one was pumping out some color. So that's a great addition to any garden. See, look at that, gorgeous. Next to that, or pretty close to that, is the totally tangerine geum, and just look at the color on that. It's gorgeous. I'll probably have to do a separate video just on the geums, because I mean, there's a couple different varieties here in this yard, and each one of them is a bit different. So this here is the totally tangerine geum. I love it for its height. Gorgeous. Alright, here is another iris. Love the color on this one. It's a bit of a bigger bloom than the others. And that's something that you really can't tell in the videos that I've posted on some of the irises, that some of them are like really huge, like especially at Mid-America. I mean, they've got some irises that are pretty bulky in size. Here's another iris. And I mean, yeah. Let's see here. Another geum. Okay, I've got the pawpaws that are waking up. More irises that are going to be blooming soon. Oh, here's another geum, like what I'm talking about. I think this is the double Bloody Mary or something. It's got some great color, great blooms. Okay, right next to that, I do have some oriental poppies that are in bloom now. This pink one, and actually I should probably do a video just on the oriental poppies. This pink one is pretty gorgeous. I'll post the name down below. Gorgeous. The panicle hydrangea not in bloom yet. Other hydrangeas not in bloom. And I've got a currant there, which actually I think we're going to take out because it's kind of an odd place for it. I think this is the... I'm trying to think of the name of this one. Maybe pink champagne? I don't know. Likely take that out and post it somewhere for sale or for free. Another pawpaw there. And I've got that stick there as a marker for it to indicate that there was a pawpaw there, because up until recently it wasn't really, wasn't really awake yet. All that was there was a little twig, and I accidentally stepped on one a little bit ago. But yeah, let's go ahead and go to this side. Start here. Looks like the oak leaf hydrangeas are going to start blooming pretty soon. Gonna pop. I love the red on the maple. That's gorgeous. Looks like I've got two sleeping kitties here enjoying the sun. That's Thelma right there, and this is Louise. And here's some alliums, which actually I think these alliums are kind of on the way out now. There's an allium. Right next to that is a iris, kind of dark, kind of burgundy-ish color. Then next to that is another iris, which I'll probably do a little video or short on. Maybe cut those down and put them in a vase. Those are pretty cool. I think they might be Atropurpureum or something. All right. And my phone's getting a little warm, so I may shut it down and start back up again. But before I do that, here is this Globe Master allium. And Globe Master traditionally is a bit larger than this. What's happening here with this one is I haven't pulled it up and divided it yet. So definitely need to do that this year. Pull it up, divide it, and then at that point the blooms will be larger, because they tend to overcrowd the alliums, which it's happening to be in the front yard as well with the other alliums that we have planted. Okay, that there I believe is some sort of catmint, I think. Post the name down below. I believe that might be a salvia. That's in bloom currently. There's another one. Then the coneflowers are going to be coming up pretty soon. Okay, there's those two other alliums. Okay, here's another iris. Gorgeous. So that's really what's been happening, is all these irises have really been producing good color. Oh, there's a hummingbird. Okay, see if I can get a video of the hummingbird. But yeah, here's some more irises that we planted from bulb. So They look pretty cool. Pretty different than the bearded iris. I believe this is Dangerous Mood. Here is the Easter candy, I think. Okay. Got some more alliums that are going to pop soon. I think these are the drumstick, and those there might be the red Mohican. And then right in front of that we have some more oriental poppies. There's those gorgeous pink ones. And yeah, and I think I will do a video on these separately by themselves to show the difference in all of them. Then here's that orangish one. Okay, hydrangea, quickfire. The Bartzella is currently in bloom. The Edo peony or intersectional. It's currently in bloom there. Pretty large bloom. Right behind that is the Cora Louise. And kind of interesting on the Cora Louise is that some of them either bloom kind of whitish, kind of off-white, but then this one here is kind of on the reddish side. And then I used to have one that bloomed kind of like white and with like a reddish center. Interesting on that Cora Louise. I think I've got one in a pot over there that I'm going to post on Facebook Marketplace. Let's see, chives. This was just I don't know why we planted these chives. I think we had a plant and we divided it. We were like, hey, let's just put it here. Should be kind of interesting. And yeah, sure enough, look, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of full. It looks very similar to like the Allium Millenniums when they're in bloom. Only a bit taller, of course. Okay, here's the Alliums. More irises. Gorgeous. Let's see, here's this dark purple iris that I've really come to like this year. It's fragrant. It smells kind of like grape. Gorgeous. I got this one from a plant swap. I think it was a lady named Sandy that hooked that one up. Got some more irises, alliums. Here's irises again. I think that back there is the coffee trader. Let's take a look. And yeah, these are all the peonies I'm going to hopefully get rid of soon because I'm tired of watering too many plants. Let's see. Here's the coffee trader. Gorgeous. I love the color on this. Sometimes the camera doesn't do them justice. Oh, here's a blue one. Here's a historic, I believe. Okay, moving over to this side. There's more chives there. More of the drumstick alliums that are going to be popping soon. Oh wow, they really multiplied, actually. Well, that's going to be quite a show this year, I think. Like all over the place. Okay, so we're going to have drumstick allium palooza, I think. Look at that. Yikes. It's going to be cool. Okay, so I'll do a video on that as well. I think this is an allium. Don't remember if it's like the Janine or the Molly or something. I'll look it up. Alright, and right next to that, I don't know if I covered this one yet. Don't know if it's a Dangerous Mood or something different. Okay, right behind that was the Watermelon Wine. Intersectional peony. This one actually bloomed a while ago, so if you're looking for blooms to fill the season, you know, try to find some that are blooming at different times. This one I think was an early variety. It's actually kind of pricey too, but yeah, this is the Sea Holly. Looks like it's doing pretty good. It's going to start changing color soon, turning blue. It's gorgeous. Actually, I think I have a video that I haven't posted yet that I should post of the bees enjoying that. There's rhubarb. Probably need to rethink this area. Maybe pull out the rhubarb. Have fig in there. Maybe pull that out. Maybe put, I don't know, maybe an intersectional there, or some kind of other plant. But yeah, I think I gotta rethink that area. All right, got a fig. I've got this back here. You might think it's kind of odd looking. Let's go up closer and talk about it. This is the walking onion, and it's pretty cool because what happens is that the head on these, they get kind of floppy as they get weighed down from the seeds developing, or the pods there, whatever, developing, and they flop over, and that's why they're called walking onions, because this will flop over and then that'll create a new plant. And I like them there just because of how they look. They're kind of different looking. Right behind that I have a smoke bush. Don't recall the name of that, but it does change colors. It gets kind of like a kind of burgundy-ish, kind of silver blue colored. So it's kind of cool. Here's some viburnums that I gotta kind of get rid of as well. I think that happens a lot. Like, I'll take clippings of some plants, up-pot them, and then before you know it, I gotta get rid of them because I've got too many. Yeah, kind of like that. Those peonies. But yeah, let me back up here, give you a view of all the color, because that's one thing I'm really pleased with this year, is how much color we've been able to add. Except for that section over there with lounge chairs. It's gonna need to work on that area. But yeah, it's been a whole lot of color added. Oh, okay. Looks like the climbing hydrangea is in bloom. Wow, gorgeous. And this is more of a shade plant. Bought this, planted it, and didn't know where to put it, so I just put it here just to try it out. It looks like it's doing pretty good. Looks like it likes this area. I'll see if I can do cuttings of that as well. Lamb's ear is going kind of bonkers. I've got a fig that I probably need to get in the ground soon. This is the Stella. All right, let's see. Going on this area. Move out of the shade, not create shade, but yeah. There's another iris. Looks like it's kind of on the way out. This one too. And this here, we did used to have irises planted, but my wife's been getting rid of some of them as well. She's been putting them on, I think, offer up, and just, you know, giving people good deals just so we can create space and room for the other irises that we've seen on Mid-America. We put in a pretty big order, so we need room to add those in there. And let's see what's going on there. Cyclamen. Looks like the cyclamen are creating little seed pods. Interesting. Okay. All right. All the hellebores, the hellebore patch is pretty much done. This plant here, I think we got this at a plant swap, and I don't remember what it's called. That's the cool thing about the plant swaps, is you get introduced to new plants that you don't quite know, and then you're surprised because they're gorgeous. This one here is pretty gorgeous. All right. Okay, more irises, more oriental poppies. This one here is kind of orangey, kind of rust, kind of colored. Gorgeous. Here's another heuchera. The pink viburnum back there, that was really gorgeous. It bloomed really nice this year. It's already kind of on the way out now, so I think I missed the window on that one for that video. The red foliage one back there is I think it's called Red Dragon. Got that free when they were rebuilding the main street down here in Westland. They were ripping all the plants out, and they were just going to toss them. So we're like, hey, we're like, free plants, we'll take them. it's been a great addition actually. We've been able to separate that or divide that and share with people. Okay. This kidney bean area, as we like to call it, kidney bean. I mean, it's not really a kidney bean anymore. I think it's more of a kind of like a circle. But yeah, there's irises in here too. This is the island hop. That purple iris that we have multiples of. This yellow and white one, I think that might be lemon cloud. Gorgeous. Another nice blue iris. Okay. This here's one of my favorite irises this year. I think this one's called Batik. And I did a quick little reel on that one of some that I put in a vase. Alright, here's another gorgeous iris. Gorgeous. Let me show you this poppy here, Oriental poppy. It's really dark red. It's gorgeous. And actually, you know what? Let me clean this up a little bit. Clean that up. And yeah, I probably should do a video on these because these poppies are gorgeous. Okay. I think this might be the Liverpool or Livermore, whatever it's called. Right next to that, I do have some coral charms, I believe, or a red charm. Look at that. Gorgeous. The blooms on these are huge. I mean, this one's kind of a faded bloom already because it's been in bloom for a while, but just the sheer size of that, it's gorgeous. Okay. Got some more. The Scabiosa is in bloom. Okay, another iris. Ooh, this iris here is called the thorn bird, if I'm correct on that. Gorgeous. Then right behind that we have another one as well. So the irises have really been putting on quite a show. We're really happy with that. And there's that succulent pot that I created last year. I'll do a video on that once it's looking better or develops more. And that's pretty much it here for the backyard. I didn't get into that area because there's not much happening, but I guess we can go over there. Got some Alliums in there. Another Oriental poppy, that orange one. We can go over there. Let's see. Got some succulent pots growing. Watering the fig tree, doing a deep water. And then some more irises. The figs are looking pretty good. Irises. And yeah, once this area, they get more blooms in here, I'll do a video on that section. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's here. Today, I forgot what day I said it was, like May 24th or something. And this is happening here in the backyard. Here in Westland, Oregon, zone 8B/9A, due to the multiple elevations. Yeah. And this is Antonio. And thanks for watching.